afternoon, beautiful beings of light. Welcome to the Crone Zone. My name's Priscilla, my co-host Heather, and today we have the lovely Valerie from Illumination Portal. Yay! Thank you for being here, Miss Valerie.
Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you for
Love
having
our
me.
time with you. And hi, Jenny in the chat. We love you.
Hi, Jenny.
Today, we're going to talk about the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus, as well as the full moon in Scorpio. So it's going to be an action-packed.
A lot.
Very busy.
Yeah, because we just went into Taurus yesterday. The sun just went into Taurus. And if you feel that, if you're feeling like, oh, I got it, I want to manifest, right? I want to create. And that's what Taurus is. I manifest. Aries is I am. And then we come into Taurus season where I manifest. And what is that? We've all been, simmering this stew, like, where am I? Where am I going? Who am I? And that's kind of the biggest point with all of this going on is who am I? Yeah, we went through Aries, I am, but there was a lot of upheaval.
Yeah, there was. I moved from Key West to Colorado.
Yeah.
Everybody has something in them, that they are. I mean, the transformation is off the charts. This is energy we've never been in before. We are in a new realm, a new energy, heading on a new path forward, and only we individually know what that means to us. Exactly. But as we individually create our reality, it is the collective. So the collective's upgrading too. It's all, we're all connected, right?
Yeah, exactly. We upgrade the collective upgrades. I love that. Hey, Amanda Carroll.
Hi, Amanda Carroll.
How are you doing? Diana. Oil painter. Hi, Diana. How are you doing, darling? Tribal dancers, welcome to the crazy train.
I love it. Oh, now I'm going to have that song in my head. I love that song. Reminds me of my brother.
That reminds you of your brother. Is he on the crazy train?
Well, he used to work in the garage. My bedroom was above the garage, and he always worked on cars. He worked on everybody's vehicles, anything with a motor. And I would hear Ozzy playing all night long, and they do this all night, all day until the job's done.
Hi, Hypnicity. Welcome, everybody. We're going to talk about this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in Taurus, the Taurus season, and also the full moon in Scorpio that's coming up. Man, there is so much going on in the heavens. It blows my mind.
Me too. And this is the time, right? We'll go back to 2019, 2020, when that huge conjunction brought in huge transformation, the pandemic, right? And here, that whole time, we just kind of, I say this a lot, but we just kind of like been stuck. I don't know what I want to do. I don't even know who I am. It's gave us
simmering is how I felt.
Yes.
Yeah. And kind of stuck, but like things were simmering.
Yeah, you knew you were creating something. You just didn't know what it meant. And it's so new, right? Because our old lives just shut down. Everything shut down. So here we were going, and it wasn't, and even now, with all that time that passed, it's not like we have this, some of us might, this big dream or wish we're fulfilling, but we have an idea. We're a lot further ahead, let me put it that way, than back then.
I agree.
Yeah. And the Spirit's helping us, higher consciousness, let's say like that. Higher consciousness is helping us to elevate as we ascend, each of us individually do our own work, connect to our hearts, connect to our souls, and it exponentially goes out to the rest of humanity. Those who are going to raise their vibration are in these planning stages, because we're creating a whole new way of being human. I mean, it's epic if you think about how huge this whole thing is unraveling and unfolding. And Dino and I have been talking about this for 2 years, but even still, when another aspect comes in or another moon comes in, I'm like, wow, the brilliance behind all of that to get us to here, to get us to
That cosmic intelligence it blows my
yes,
mind.
I know it. It's like, oh my God. So, and here we are. Okay, well, in Taurus, all about creating the physical. What did you think about Aries rules the head? What were you passionate? Because it's fiery, right? What were you passionate about? What do you want to create? And too many. I don't want to say too many, but I think we're still in the release stage of a lot of this. That
I agree.
Scorpio full moon is going to wipe out anything else that's left in there. But how many times have we said that? As soon as you feel like something has removed, there's another
There's
layer.
another layer, the
Mhm.
onion. Another
Onion.
layer. So
Ah,
Diana says, yeah, sometimes it feels like we're really moving forward, and other times it's imposter syndrome and the power struggles. Amen.
Oh, yeah.
Like a
But
cycle.
yeah, and you're constantly up and down in what you think where
Mhm.
you are and what you're doing.
and this comes back to the sun in Taurus. It is about our self-worth. Who are you? Because you can't create this solid foundation on somebody who you want to be, but you're too afraid to show yourself, or and many of us are going to be surprised who we actually authentically are underneath all this crap. And that's why I always say, follow your heart, follow what you love and value, because that's the only way. But if you don't have any self-worth, you're not going to. You can't.
Mhm.
You cut yourself off. You just strangle yourself. I don't know why I'm seeing strangling. It's like cutting the air
It
out of
is.
you.
It's
It
strangling
is.
who you are. It's
Yeah,
strangling your reality.
well, it's
Mm,
like my back was. The bone was strangling the nerve, so nothing got through.
mhm,
So you're
mm.
strangling yourself.
And see, that's an excellent uh, uh, comparison because we all have this somewhere, whether it's our health or our physical body, mental body, emotional body, spiritual body. We have something where we're have been being guided to up your game, basically. So up your game. Plant your seed, plant your roots. Taurus rules the earth. It's all about growth and manifesting and planting seeds and
And isn't
still,
today a great day for manifesting what you desire?
yes, perfect. And you
I
know
mean,
what?
shouldn't we all be doing like a manifestation ritual tonight?
Absolutely. And do it all month, because if you think about it, right, that Jupiter's been coming up to Uranus for at least a month. He's been in, I can't remember when he went in there, but Uranus has been in there since 2018, 2016, I'm sorry. And Jupiter's only been in there about a year, not even. So he's going to come up, they're going to meet, they're having this. I mean, you got to think, Uranus. I couldn't even try to say what's about to happen because it's so outside the box. Uranus is just, I mean, quantum, epic. Every big word, shockwave, sudden change, and comes out of the blue. We don't even because you know how humans are. We're trying to plan every detail of our life and get somewhere.
Control everything around us.
The only
Uranus,
When Uranus comes in and goes, boom.
boom,
I was
laughs
going to
at
say the only way you can survive is to live in the present, in the moment.
Amen.
That's the only way. Otherwise, you're going to be going crazy.
But
you.
yeah, because life is nothing but change, change, and more change. I
And
just want to stop and say hi to Laurie Hunsinger, and I love the Crone Zone Tribe remark. Thank you, Laurie. And
That's
Bora
wonderful.
Bora and Fatima, thank you all for being here. And I think we got everybody else that was here. But
that's so
welcome,
awesome.
welcome, welcome.
And the okay, so these okay, they'll
I'm
come back.
sorry, I didn't mean to
No, it's
screw
okay.
you up.
It's
Hi,
a
Ethnicity.
reset, a rebirth, a reset. It's like you're constantly being rebirthed. You're constantly finding out who are you under here, right? And every time you get another little tip or another way forward
Another
to it,
hit.
so excited, right? And that brings you to something else, and that's Uranus. Uranus is just laughs at us, like you're just going, But the thing is, I see this conjunction as, okay, let me go back to 2011, 2012. The last time this conjunction was in Pisces. Now, think about this whole time. That is where we connected to spirit. Our abilities, psychic, intuitive, and all those abilities came in. Um, quantum leaps in the internet, quantum leaps in space exploration.
Mhm.
Sorry, I don't know why my throat wants to stop.
'Cause you lost the Larimer.
I
Just
lost
kidding.
a piece of Larimar, people. I am so sad, but I forgot about it. And now I remembered because I went to look for it and put it in my bra, and it's not here. So anyway, so that kind of shows us, right, that spiritual self individual unfolded during this last 14 years. Okay,
True.
so we have this, we know we're heart centered. Let me put it like this: we know we're soul centered. We know that we are here for ascension. We know these things. We didn't really understand that back then. But now that it's in Taurus, it's helping us make that manifest even more on Earth. A lot of us here have channels. A lot of us here found each other. Thank God, you know, to do
Yeah.
that, to share that, to make it manifest in the reality. And I just think that's going to grow too. But everything's going to grow with this Taurus energy. Everything we do, we touch, we eat, we
Well, it's a
smell,
real grounding sign, isn't it?
yeah.
You and Taurus. It really helps you ground.
And it's all of our senses.
Mhm.
We're going to use all of our senses, and I think even those are um, leveling up too. It's so much is leveling up.
It
Yes.
really is. I like that, Sharon. Change is in the air and we can feel it and happy to do it. Amen.
And then there was one right before it that's for Valerie.
Oh,
Hang your
thank you,
lair.
Mom.
We'll see around your some pillows maybe.
Yeah.
Well, I have like 10 pillows over there, and I have, so I need to probably, but I thought I moved them. But thank you. I will look because I really miss it because my baby. It had like a smile in it. It had like a crack in it, but it looked like a smile, like the side of a face. It was cute. But anyway, so here we are in Taurus season with this 14-year blessing. And I say it like this, that Jupiter Uranus conjunction is a blessing for those of us who have been doing the inner work, doing the soul work, the dark nights of the soul work, really
Right.
uncovering who we are and what we are. And I do think that that's going to bring in blessings. Now, those who haven't connected to their heart or don't know what's going on, I think will be challenged to see, something deeper is going on here.
Right.
I two things today I talked to people where they're really good people, but something out of the blue, I mean, crazy out of the blue, came into their lives, and they're going to have to really work through those things. So
Right.
that's the kind of things, and we just never know what that's going to be because of Uranus.
Right.
You
Let's
know,
go back to entering Taurus season before we
go back
get
to the beginning, right?
yeah. So put in effort where you want to see results, make plans, focus on goals, look to the future, one step at a time. All things are possible. Oh, I love that one.
Yeah.
That's simple, right? Because Heather was right. We have to stay in the moment. That's what Juno and I show was about last night. How do
Mhm.
you how do you get yourself back into the moment? 'Cause that's the only time you're alive. We're alive in the moment.
Mhm.
Absolutely. So goodbye, Aries season, and welcome, Taurus season. It's time for stability, determination, and grounding energy. Embrace the earthy vibes and enjoy opportunities for growth and abundance that Taurus season brings. The sun officially invites Taurus in at 10 EDT, 1400 UTC. Well, that was Friday, where it will remain until May 20th, 2024, when the sun will then enter Gemini.
Mhm.
So Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What does that
Yeah,
mean?
see, that's you know, who it's going to hit most. But this
Oh,
is okay. We're all signs. It is going to. There's a specific space in our charts where this is lighting it up, and and as for Taurus, well, let me say this. This is why I'm going ahead. As Taurus started yesterday on the 19th, we go to the 18th of May. We're going to have Uranus, Jupiter, the Sun, and Venus within a 4-degree orb sitting there.
wow.
So what we learn these next few weeks is coming up to the Sun to enlighten it, and that's enlightening what you love and value. So
Right.
this is going to go on that conjunction. That's why I was bringing in the later date,
Right.
the Sun going into Gemini.
Wow. So, Heather, you want to read this one?
Sure, I'll try. Try different.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
I got it. The
I
sun
did.
moves into the stabilizing earth sign of Taurus, moving from the hectic pace of Aries and into a phase of putting on the brakes, getting our bearings, and bringing ourselves back down to the earth. In other words, quit flying.
You know, that really works because when I'm thinking about how I was during the Aries time, packing and getting ready to move and going
Mhm.
through all that. And I
Yeah.
got here to Colorado. The sun moves into Taurus, and I feel like I'm here just to relax, enjoy the family, ground myself after all that hecticness of the Aries season. It's amazing how you can relate back to that.
Mhm.
This astrology blows my mind because it
Yeah.
makes perfect
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it does. It really does.
And the sun represents our special light and our journey of discovery and inner power, and the sign of Taurus, ruled by pleasure seeking Venus. We can enjoy the first warm rays of sun as it opens the season for getting in touch with nature using all of our senses and enjoying
And
this
we got snow this morning.
all last night and this morning. Yeah. So, let's see. Taurus energy is practical and in touch with reality, patient and determined, but also wanting to enjoy sensual pleasures and pure indulgence in life's comforts. Taurus can be prone to being a creature of habit and a little lazy and stubborn at times, but definitely appreciates the value of working hard to ensure financial stability whilst also getting some true R&R. Taurus season happens at the same time each year, but the other planets will be dancing in their own tune and forming a unique alignment each time.
So cool.
Yeah.
It's going to be a huge, I mean, this is a very
Mhm.
powerful Taurus season. Like
And we
can,
have, go ahead.
sorry, go ahead. I didn't know if you were finished. I couldn't.
Oh, no, I just was trying to read it because it changed position.
Oh,
Okay, so we have a busy Taurus season ahead with the most significant events of 2024, the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction, peaking at the sun as the sun moves into Taurus and Mercury moves direct on the 25th and shifts into Taurus the 15th of May, and Venus and Mars move into their planetary ruled signs of Taurus and Aries.
mhm.
We have a strong influence from Pluto and Uranus, with the Sun, Venus, and Mercury taking turns to square up to Pluto, and Pluto turning retrograde on the 2nd of May. The Sun meets Uranus and Jupiter, with Venus following closely behind to do the same thing. And the Scorpio full moon illuminated by the Taurus sun on the 24th, with Mercury stationing direct for the next day. And the Taurus new moon on the 8th of May, and Mars meets Neptune the 27th.
Mhm.
And this is a season to have a love life, to be present and enjoy the physical experiences of being on Earth.
Absolutely. Now, that there's something very powerful that's in, well, we got a bunch of aspects. Mars and Venus, okay, at the 28th and the 29th. I think it's the 28th, Venus goes into Taurus. That's her home sign. The 29th, Mars goes into Aries. That's his home sign. So it's really going to be powerful to help us manifest because we'll have that balance. Everybody will be in their strength, but they've learned a lot. They've gone around the zodiac. They've learned a lot. We have a new mission, right? Every year, every day, but that's how that works.
Yeah, that's about
Like
right.
every day.
Yeah.
And we have Venus. Venus is conjunct Chiron right now. And that's okay, helping us heal any feelings of loss of what you loved and valued, of anything that was really meant something to you that didn't last, or its expiration date went out of sync.
Something you're grieving about.
Thank you. There's the word, grieving.
Yeah.
But that's going to help us manifest with these conjunctions in Taurus.
Okay. Oh, there's another Taurus season.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Me or
Stay focused on long-term goals. Slow down, but don't ever give up. Don't say no without trying it first. Practice self-care. Just don't get lazy. Do more of what brings you sensual pleasure. Do your best to flow alongside change. Don't resist. Boy, that must be really hard for a Taurian not to resist change. I'm a Taurus rising.
Oh, think of my daughter. You got
I'm
it.
grounded. I know what I want. I am determined to create a better future for myself. Oh, I love that affirmation. That's great.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a great one.
I love this. I just love them. I mean, because we are like, everything. Go ahead. So we have the Mercury conjunct Venus. This was yesterday. Wait a minute. Is that right?
Mercury, the messenger of the gods, symbolizes communication, intellect, and perception. When it joins forces with Venus, the planet of love, beauty, and harmony, a powerful synergy emerges. During this time, let your worlds be guided by kindness and empathy. Take a moment to really listen to those around you and express your thoughts and feelings with sincerity. Allow yourself to be fully present in these moments and trust the cosmic flow.
Cool.
Yeah, because Mercury is retrograde, right? So he's gone back. He's gone past Venus, past Chiron, and he's about to go past the North Node. Getting more. This is receiving more information, and then when he goes direct on the 25th, he's going to come back and go over a lot of them again. Maybe not as fast, but more information. There's so much more information that we are. I mean, that they just showed me surprising us is what they said. It's going to be surprising to us. So.
Huh.
That's cool. That's cool. I mean, that's what they do is just talk all the time. They update each other. That's how I see it.
Is there anything more on the Mercury Venus thing?
No, I would say that is like when Mercury's going retrograde and he's going past so many planets, he's updating everybody, and then he comes back and they're updating each other. And then when he goes forward, we really don't have that clarity till he's out of his shadow, maybe a week after.
Right.
But I just feel so many big things coming, like in the external world, especially. Like we're going to just hear some really crazy stuff. Things are good. And it is, okay, they just showed me when he goes past North Node, the stuff we hear is really going to change our North Node direction because that's we're all going to our North Star. But this is really going to be impactful going forward.
Huh.
I'm curious. I can't wait to see what's going on either. And then Chiron is at 20 degrees. Let's bring that in real quick on the Chiron.
I don't think I have anything about Chiron up here.
No, the one about America's Chiron return.
Oh,
yes.
definitely you want to talk about that. Let me take this down just a minute.
Okay.
Okay.
And
Yes.
this is America's birth chart. This is America's 5th Chiron return because it's right at 20 degrees today. It was probably exact sometime last night, but it's by minutes. So what's that saying? You know, this entire chart. I mean, it's fascinating to see, but as America is going through this upheaval, because that's what it is.
So wait a minute. This Chiron return happened at the. This is America's Chiron return. It happened when when was the first time?
1777.
Wow.
Can you give me 1 second? I don't know what just happened.
Kitty cat. It's always a kitty cat.
We're lucky.
Lori, we're so sorry for your loss, honey.
Yes.
Big hugs today.
And I know it takes a long time.
It does.
It does.
Most definitely. I like her. I am light.
That's nice.
That's neat.
That's great.
Okay. I think that's granddaughter she's visiting with.
And if the granddaughter comes in to tell me that somebody's knocking at the door, and I'm like, who would that be? It's maintenance coming to fix the garbage disposal, which I wouldn't have expected on Saturday. So anyway.
Who knew? Okay, so we were talking about the Pluto return. I mean, the Chiron return.
Yeah. Okay. So now
it was there. The Chiron was in this spot when we were first the USA, just becoming our own country.
July 4th, 1776, at 5:10 p.m. So this is the 5th one.
Oh, wow.
So I would imagine, like, if I had the time to go back and check every time we had a
Chiron wouldn't that be interesting to see what was going on?
Yeah.
And this is I mean, this is significant change for our nation. We're ascending, we're closing down an age of Pisces, a 26,000 year cycle, a 260,000 year cycle. America's pretty much a little baby in all of this, but it's got to, we need to clear the patriarchy, the trash. Thank you.
Time to take out the trash.
Yeah. It is time. Domination and control and all that stuff. Got to get it out of here. Now I want pierogies.
I know they're making me so hungry. I have never had a pierogi in my entire life, and I want to try every single one they mentioned.
I like pierogies. Especially
I'm from Texas. We didn't have pierogies in Texas. I think that's an East Coast thing, you know.
I had a Polish friend when I was growing up, and we would go over there, and I like those.
Yeah,
they sound delicious.
Yes.
Yeah,
no thanks for bringing them up, whoever brought them up, and I think it's Diana.
Yeah, now I'm going to have to look up a recipe.
I know, it's like stuffed dough, right? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get away
What's
from
to not like, right? Yeah. Meat, potatoes, and dough. Oh darn.
It's kind of like your but what buddy is it? The fried potatoes? What do you call it in England? Your potato buddy.
Oh, you mean a French fry sandwich, basically?
Yes.
Really? Oh,
yeah,
man,
they would put fries on a soft roll with lots of butter, salt, and vinegar. So good.
Oh my God, that sounds
so good. Bad, but so good. Anything else about Chiron we need to know?
No, just know that that's going to play out. That's playing out at least. I can't remember when Chiron changes signs. I think we have a couple more years, but as we're like settling into our new America's new way forward, which won't start to happen until January. It's almost like I see a new, I don't know, declaration or upgrades to that. So I
Wow.
think that's going to happen. But I don't know for a fact. It's pretty cool though to watch it play out.
Yeah.
I'll bet they're going to close a lot of loopholes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
for
Yes.
sure. I can't read this one. It's too small for my eyes.
Okay.
I have it on my phone. If you want me to.
Yeah, in a few days, we get to experience the energy that is very special and extremely rare. Jupiter-Uranus conjunction in the sign of Taurus. In the last 1,000 years, they only met in Taurus 5 times. Last time was on May of 1941. And it won't happen again until 21,007. And Jupiter is a galactic aviator. It energetically rules spirituality and expansion, growth, healing, good fortune, luck, abundance, and miracles, and represents male yang energy. Uranus is called the Great Awakener, as it energetically rules truth, freedom, authenticity, divine insight, breakthroughs, change, shock, revolution, and unexpected events, and also represents masculine energy. When these two masculine energies meet in Taurus, they are electrifying the divine masculine hero journey and activating the new 14-year cycle of the fertile Taurus ground, initiating the journey of the embodiment into the physical reality.
Wow.
And so it's bringing major dramatic breakthroughs, quantum leaps, sudden expected shifts and opportunities, powerful awakening experiences, sudden resolutions of old energies, financial and scientific breakthroughs, divine unions and partnerships, major technological advances, major advances in medicine, creative breakthroughs, and voyages into the unknown of the unlimited potential.
I love that. The unknown of unlimited potential.
That's Uranus. I
That's
love
what
it.
we want. That's
Yeah.
what we're talking about.
Yes.
Okay. Jupiter conjunct Uranus. A blast from the past, sprinkles of fairy dust and magic. Oh, I love that. Return
Yeah.
to yourself.
That's how they always showed it to me.
I love that. You have been a
Mhm.
seed long enough. It's time to grow and experience the world through a new perspective. It's time to move differently in this world. Music theme for this time is Return to Innocence, Enigma. I have to turn that back on. I don't remember what that song's like. I like Enigma though. They're beautiful. They have beautiful music. There's going to be interesting movements in the sky, bringing worldwide attention, discussion, and speculation. All righty. Breaking news, destiny and karma, sudden surprises coming out of a trauma loop, opportunities, growth, expansion, leap of faith, hidden truths revealed. The tide is turning, karmic endings, new beginnings, back to basics, higher power, divine intervention, acceptance, and life cycles. Wow,
Mhm.
that's a
Yeah,
lot.
it is. It's huge. And um, the sun is squaring Pluto, so that's going to go on through the full moon. Just so
Oh,
you know.
really? And what
Yeah,
does the sun squaring Pluto mean?
it means okay. So you come up against a wall. Well, you have to figure out how to make a move. And I think this is going back to, especially individually, is your self worth. Who are you? You know, a lot of times we just kind of brush ourselves to the side and don't really look at it. But I think we're going to be encouraged, for a better word, to really look deeply because Pluto wants us to be authentic, truthful, honest, ethical. You know,
Mhm.
and yeah, you can say I'm like that with the rest of the world, but if you're not like that with yourself, you're missing that
Oh,
tiny
right,
little piece, but it's a huge piece. You know, so I think that's what that is individually.
right.
Collectively too, you know, where's your blind spot? What haven't we seen? What haven't And here we come, you hit a wall head on, and you have to look at it. There's
Right.
mess, right?
I don't want any walls. Thank you very much.
No.
We've hit enough of those. So during this time, you want to think outside the box, dare to be different, be innovative. Sometimes it's unstable, and it's because of the erratic energy. Boost feelings of abundance. Look to the future and awakening. Expand your oh boy, I love this word. Expand your entrepreneurship vision and sudden change.
Love it. I mean, it's so big. This is so big. I mean, this is like the golden ticket. We all just received this. It's like, what are you going to do with it? But you have to be fully invested in yourself first, and love and respect yourself and all that for us to go on.
Yeah, for sure. And how many people are starting to love themselves? How many of you out in the chat, we love your input. How many of you have actually started believing in yourself and loving who you are and being authentic? I have found over the last couple of years that it's gotten easier and easier to speak my truth and be who I really am. And a lot of it I contribute to the love and acceptance that I've received in this community and the friendships that have been created through this community and the growth that we're all going through. So just out of curiosity, if anybody wants to say how they felt, I would love to hear it.
Right.
Okay, Jupiter conjunct Uranus and Taurus is one of the biggest and most important astrological transits of the year. What makes it so important and powerful is that Jupiter conjunct Uranus doesn't happen often. This transit only occurs once every 14 years, marking the beginning of a new cycle, which even more rare is Jupiter conjunct Uranus in the sign of Taurus. This transit only happens every 84 years. So what happened 84 years ago? Do you know?
Well, 41, it's around there. It's towards the end of World War II.
Oh, so the end of World War II.
A lot of technological innovation happened through that war, but also I think radar. I did look it up. I'm not sure. Something about radar came in. I mean, wow. We could go on and on because it did change the way America, well, the world, how we lived our day-to-day lives. Things changed immensely after that.
Yeah.
So,
It also changed a lot about how we all, as a world generation, communicated.
yeah. Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's a good point. Worldwide communication, all of it.
I just want to go to some remarks. Jenny says, I agree with you 100%, Priscilla. This community is so validating. It really is.
Yes, it is.
And then Hypnicity says, I'm perfectly imperfect. It took everything it took to get me here, and I like it. I love it. And Amanda Carroll says, I've been saying I love you in the mirror more lately. Beautiful.
I start doing that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Laurie says, I honor myself more. I stop quickly now when I'm not being kind to me. For a week now, I'm saying I can thrive now. It's time to move on. Oh, I love that, Laurie. That's beautiful. One of mine right now is I've got this. Whenever I start to doubt something I'm doing, I've got this. And that came to me in a deep meditation that I had a month or so ago that really helped. And Sharon says, everyone I've met has contributed so much to my life for the better. Absolutely.
That is so true.
Yeah.
Thank you for sharing that, you guys. I really appreciate that. Okay, Heather, your turn.
Okay. Jupiter conjunct Uranus. Jupiter conjunct Uranus is rare. Its magical astrological conjunction occurs every 12 to 14 years, bringing profound change and new beginnings. Jupiter, the planet of luck, will bring Uranus, the planet of liberation and chaos, 21 degrees in Taurus in 22,027.
No. That's
Oh, is that a time?
2227 EDT. That's a time.
Okay, thank you.
It's okay. It's hard to read.
Yeah, and then the other one,
Don't worry about it.
okay, it's the 21st of April. And this auspicious alignment brings sudden change, upsets, turbulence, good fortune, and transformation. The last time we saw Jupiter and Uranus conjunct in Taurus was in 1941 in May. And this transit will bring rapid transformation, as many will be reevaluating their lives as one door closes and another one will open, using the prosperity and new beginnings. And it says, I welcome new beginnings and prosperities.
Another great mantra for us. I
Yes.
welcome new beginnings and prosperity. And so it is.
And I love that. One door closes, another opens. It really does.
Oh, yeah.
You know, we always said one door closes, the window opens.
I've never heard it that way.
That's the way my mom used to say it. When my first
That's
husband
cool.
died, that's what she said.
That's interesting. Okay, the upcoming conjunction between Jupiter and Uranus, be happening once every 14 years, is a potent astrological event blending luck and sudden change. It's a rare alignment that combines expansive energies with innovative impulses, making a unique and powerful transit for manifestation. Known for being one of the luckiest days of the year, it merges Jupiter's luck-bringing qualities with Uranus's knack for sudden strokes of good fortune. This cosmic alignment of positive energies can open doors, spark new ideas, and bring unexpected opportunities in the sign of Taurus. It emphasizes financial growth, innovative investments, and unexpected business and real estate opportunities, urging grounded approach to long-term success. This aspect supercharges manifestations with optimism, abundance, and originality, breakthroughs, and the seizing of opportunities. So go out there and seize all those opportunities, folks.
Go do it.
Anything you want to go from there on?
Well, things open up, right? This is the thing with Uranus. You just don't know where that door's going to open. You don't know one action will lead to another that you weren't even expecting. So that's cool. I'm looking up news stories from 1941, and that was when Japanese attacked the U.S. fleet in Pearl Harbor, brought U.S. into World War II. But there's that ended. I want to say it ended in 1942, and I thought that's when the war ended.
Yeah, it actually brought us into the war, and I think the war did end in 42, wasn't it? Or 44.
I don't know.
I'm bad with dates.
Me too. World War II. The 28 nations at war with the Axis powers pledged to make no separate peace deals, so it was still going on. Churchill's there. So, right, this brought...
It ended in 45, September.
Wow.
September 1st, 1939 to September 2nd, 1945.
Wow. See, I
didn't realize it was 45 though. Wow.
I didn't either. I really thought it was 42 for some reason. That's why I didn't even look it up. And here, but that brought, okay, so the underlying theme with Jupiter, Uranus, and Taurus is freedom. Freedom. This is coming out, okay, because for us, it's self-worth. For the collective, it is true freedom. And what is preventing that? So we're seeing all the protests. We're seeing all the things going on out there, right? I don't think we're going to war. I think there's already enough. There's a war going on. There's a couple of them.
Oh, I don't think we're going to see any more.
Yeah.
I think these are there, but I don't feel like there's anything new coming. Today,
Congress passed aid to Ukraine.
Right.
So there's a good point. This is how it happens. Something happens somehow. And look at all the convoluted ways things have had to get attended to in Congress, So
Mhm.
that's going to continue until
It's
they
actually
are
pretty amazing that even got through.
right.
Yeah.
Really is.
And that they passed it.
Right.
Mhm.
Because nothing's happened with that for months and
Years
months.
now. It's been years
Years
now since they've done
Wow.
anything.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And I was going to make a comment, and you said that we're that for everybody else it's freedom, and for us it's self-worth. But if you think about it, self-worth is freedom.
It is, yes.
Absolutely it is.
I mean, that's how we free ourselves to be that authentic soul we are, and to live that authentic life in a physical body so we can use our senses to experience life. But you can't do it without being you. Who are you? That self-worth. Now, I'm take me a long time to get to self-worth. Over
Absolutely. Me too.
years, and I see these kids are a little bit more connected. I know my kids are, so you see it unfolding in what's the word? I can't think. It coming in with the light. Okay, because the kids are star seeds, light
Mhm.
workers,
Right.
love workers, energy workers. And as the sun has all those CMEs and flares and all that, light codes are coming in. The light codes are pouring into us,
They
and
are.
there's information there that's really going to elevate humanity. So I just think it's beautiful watching it from. I would have never thought this as a teenager that anything remotely like this has been going on. An ascension.
And lately I have found that I get headaches a lot. But if I just
Really?
sit and relax for a little bit, it goes away. So
Good.
I figured that's a download.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I think we're getting tons of downloads, and we do have a slide that we're going to go into it with the Schumann resonance and stuff in a minute. But let's finish these real quick.
Okay, so let the mind serve the soul with luck and liberation. Downloads and electrifying insights are going to be coming in to bring new levels of awareness.
There you go.
Allow this energy to break you free. Expect to feel a surge of innovative ideas, intuitive hunches, and a desire to create a new reality for ourselves. Expect unexpected breakthroughs and surprising opportunities for radical growth and inspiring epiphanies that initiate rapid change, progress, and innovation in our lives.
Ooh, I love this.
I do too. This is a game changer.
Oh, here we go. Time to go to Scorpio. They're mirrors. They
Yep.
reflect the energy that you give them. This sign is actively reading the room at all times. They pick up on moods, emotions, and energies. Nothing gets past them.
Right.
I
And
can tell you
remember,
that for a fact. I'm a Scorpio.
right. And remember that we all have Scorpio in us somewhere, right?
Somewhere.
Somewhere.
Somewhere. I have it in my midheaven and my Neptune. So you get to
Right.
see, you can really see things, and you really don't miss, those things associated with psychic abilities, all that stuff, spirit. Anyway.
So, by eclipse season. Is it your
Mm.
turn? Okay.
What?
I was thinking it was your turn.
Nope.
Nope. Okay. So we say goodbye to eclipses. This is the first full moon outside of the eclipse season, and it's bringing clarity. And if you're using crystals, use rhodonite and smoky quartz for emotional healing and protection. And big decisions, now is the time to set new boundaries and your next moves.
Cool.
And as far as awakening goes, trauma triggers will become clear to help you heal and move on and away from them.
Mm.
Love and relationships, emotionality, purge the old stagnant energy that is holding you back. And break the patterns. Shed your old habits and welcome healthier routines and identify new goals. Gain clarity and rebalance your energy.
Well, that's going to be an interesting full moon.
Absolutely. And look, Mars and Pluto rule Scorpio. We're having that Pluto squaring the sun and the moon on this day. So it's going to be doing both. And really, like, it's 4 degrees too. So what does that mean? At 2 degrees, we have the Shapley attractor, which is galactic astrology. That's the biggest attractor out there. Space anomaly drives galaxies, right? But it's
It's
been
huge.
it's been clearing out. It's been in a lot of our these last few years. I mean, it's always been there, but it's prominent these last few years
Mhm.
of how upheaval. I mean, Scorpio. They it's death and rebirth. You know, it is transformation. It is turning the scorpion into the eagle, into the phoenix. It is transformation, and that's, if you think about it, and if you feel what you've just gone through. Let's go back to 2010. You have transformed. We've all transformed. We all something that we didn't even know was in here. Really, I didn't know all this of
I had
me
no
was in
idea.
here.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and that's so what is getting uncovered, and who are we going to be next year, or the next year, or the next year? You know, and I do think our group, we're higher consciousness, spiritual group. We're mostly crone women. I do think we have a big voice coming in, where because we're not even really acknowledged. But this couple of years, I do think our voice is going to be utilized in a positive way.
Good.
So,
I hope so. I
Yes.
think so. It
and,
seems like that's what spirit wants.
mhm.
The full moon in Scorpio. This month's full moon in Scorpio is the first new moon or full moon we've had outside of the chaos of eclipse season, since eclipse season just ended, which lasted for an entire month, and that will play into the energy unfolding under this lunation. Now that we've passed through the eye of the storm and made some big decisions regarding our romantic boundaries, codependent habits, self expression, and the rebalancing of responsibility, the full moon in Scorpio is stirring up an emotional purging that will help reflect this new way of living. During a full moon, emotions run high, and you might feel greater awareness or clarity about feeling and situations that are causing you confusion or stress. This time is good for illuminating areas of our lives that need attention or resolution and revealing information that can help us make more aligned decisions. Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I mean, it's really cool. Scorpio does cut to the chase, gets to the bottom of it, pulls it out at the root. And there you go, right? You pull out those weeds, those things that aren't working for you, and replant what it is you prefer. Perfect time.
Yeah.
Scorpio and Taurus are across from each other. Scorpio is more of a psychic, who are you spiritually? And Taurus is, who are you physically? Well, now we're
Yeah.
merging, we're going to merge those two things. I mean, we always have, but it's going to be more of a conscious merging of that, where it's acceptable. You don't have to belong to a organized religion to be a good person,
Needless to say.
Right.
I'd say you don't need to be involved in a religion to be a good person.
No,
Sometimes it's better. Yeah.
yeah, you're
Okay,
spiritual.
so we are moving at higher chords of the 5D timeline. And this is extremely intense on the body. If you allow yourself to move with the activations, you'll find many new perspectives of the higher dimensions available to you. This is such a magical time. Lean into the upgrades.
And Oil Painter says, so many downloads on the changes headed our way. The long arm of the ascended masters are giving us that little nudge into the future, the solidifying of being the change we want to see. Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Yeah. And isn't it the truth though? Where you place your focus, again, this is what and I talked about. Well, we've all been talking about it in some way. Where you place your focus, if you keep looking up higher, reaching higher, you are fast tracking to 5D or higher. If you want to keep playing in the dirt and the mud, you're going to be in that lower 3D and upset and sad all the time. And it's easy to get knocked out of your center. It is
Yeah,
a matter of pulling yourself back in, grabbing a crystal, talking, saying I love you to yourself can change that automatically.
certainly
So many.
can. And we were talking about earlier backstage about the incoming energies. Well, I can't remember a time in my life, or maybe I was just that unaware of all the activity in the sun and all the CMEs. We're under a magnetic storm right now,
Mhm.
which it just seems like it's never ending. These CMEs that we're having and the energy that's coming off the planet to raise our vibration, the downloads that we're constantly getting from our sun.
Mhm.
And I don't know if you guys have been watching the Schumann resonance over the last, well, couple of months, a couple of years, but over the last week, it's been crazy.
Yeah,
It's been all white, hasn't
It's
it?
been all white.
Yeah. I have
And if
another.
you guys don't follow the Schumann resonance, watch Consciously Aaron
Consciously
on
air.
YouTube.
Yeah.
She does a morning video every morning and talks about the Schumann resonance and what parts of your body, mind, or spirit that it affects. It's really fascinating. She's quite good. Consciously Erin, Erin, is the name of her channel, I believe. And she's been on. I posted her on my Facebook page several times. But
Yeah.
hey,
I'm
White
going.
Dragon.
And here is, okay, this is just from the 13th. You see all that white?
Yeah,
And they said on this little thing, blasting new earth colors. Again, they do keep bringing that up too. Get yourself in a color. Put yourself. Uh-oh. What happened?
I don't know because you're on your internet. I think is why you were getting feedback because you had
phone going.
the phone going.
I don't have it on.
Oh, I don't know then.
I just
I'm
have.
not doing it now.
Fine.
I'm in my photos. Okay, so this was on power 96, peak amplitude power 96. So imagine what that's doing, right? All that light, codes, plasma,
Mhm.
shaking up the density in Earth, in us, pulling out the pain, the trauma, all of that. That's what it's designed to do. And this is a solar maximum. And I think it ends in 2025.
I think so.
Yeah.
Does
I
that
think it is
mean?
2025, but
Yeah. It's
Laura Moore
fascinating.
says she watches Consciously Aaron.
Mhm.
Who else said that?
She's awesome.
Laurie Hunsinger watches her, and obviously Oil
Mhm.
Painter. Diana watches her. A lot of
I
us
meant,
watch her. She's fabulous. She's so cute.
yes, she is. The way she
She
talks,
really keeps you updated on what's going on every single
yeah,
day.
I love how
And
she.
she's not a doomsdayer like
Uh,
Suspicious Observers, if you watch their channel. They
I
give
can't.
you a lot of information, but he's such a conspiracy theorist that I can't watch him.
No, I can't either. I can't stand them. Like because that's not the way we're going.
Mm-mm.
That is part of the focus, right? Are you focusing on the doomsday or are you focusing on the ascension? Because that's
He's a
determining.
perfect example of the 180 degrees from what we are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And it's just not the way I'm going. I don't even want to think like that. I don't want that in my energy field.
So the Earth is moving into an area of space with higher radiation or a new energy field. But we've been in that, haven't we? Been in that
Yes, but let me see. I didn't read this. Let's see what it says. The energy transfers to
The Earth's magnetic grid, and the grid is connected to our consciousness.
the.
Consciousness is energy because it also affects the magnetic grid. The link goes both ways. The Earth's magnetic grid affects how we think and is now allowing us to think higher. The
Yeah.
old systems are falling apart. The establishment is losing control. Disclosures are catalyzing awakening, and humanity is evolving and liberating. And so it is.
Love it.
We
And
are.
maybe a lot of people didn't believe that going through that Oort cloud, I think it's the Oort cloud, was really, messing with our consciousness but and now that we know, now that quantum physics tells us everything is connected to everything. We're learning, we're receiving energy, we're uh, sharing energy always in every second. So that's why the focus thing is so important. Where that focus is, where you are focusing is where you are, literally. Are you,
Absolutely.
I
You
don't,
have to
I don't,
focus on what you want, not on what you don't want
right. Or prefer or desire, your
or you
wishes, your dreams.
desire. Yeah.
Yeah, because want is another word that
Yeah,
gets
that's
you,
true.
uh,
Disempowering word, want. I don't want. I prefer this.
yes. And
I
it's
like
okay. And that's okay. Whatever you prefer, desire, or wish for, that is perfectly okay. I mean, I know most of us here are not trying to hurt anyone else or, take someone else's rights away. That's not what we're about. So,
freedom for everybody.
right. And
Yeah.
that higher consciousness, you wouldn't think like that anyway. It
Mm-mm.
wouldn't be about I have more than you or, I don't know, all that crap, all that third dimensional crap.
All that third dimensional bullshit.
Yeah,
I'm not afraid to say that word.
good.
No.
Valerie, thanks for being here today.
Yes.
You have any final words of wisdom for us?
Oh my goodness. Did it already go that fast?
Yes.
Okay.
Pretty
Uh,
much.
we have a nice sextile with Mars is involved with this conjunction. So
Mhm.
that's going to help us arrange what it is we will actually do going forward. So that's going to be helpful. But other than that, the next thing is the new moon in May, and we'll be back and we'll see how we've progressed
Yeah.
from now to then.
Yeah.
Okay,
And
White Dragon, I have to ask you about that after the show. He says, lately I've been focusing on the cryptid problem in the national forest. It's been stirred up for some reason. Maybe
Yeah.
you can talk to us Tuesday about that. That would be
Yeah.
yeah,
fantastic.
Or you can email us or something.
Yeah. Everybody, thanks for being here today. Valerie, thank you for your illumination as usual.
And thank you,
These
Valerie. It was
complicated
wonderful.
astrological things, you just make it so easy to
Yeah.
understand. I appreciate
thank
it.
you. Thank you. I love this stuff.
You
Love it.
guys have a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for being here. We'll be back on Tuesday afternoon as usual at 3 p.m.
Right.
And I guess we'll see you then. Until
See
next time,
you.
lots of
Yeah,
love to all of you.
love you.